100 Civics Questions, 1 Easy Answers U.S. Naturalization Test. Part 5, 61 to 75. Animated 2025. The classroom is calm in the early evening. Mark is focused and ready to tackle more questions as Anne prepares the study guide.
You've made excellent progress, Mark. Let's continue with questions 61 through 75. Ready?
Yes, Anne. I'm ready to learn more.
Question 61. When was the Constitution written? A. 1776. B. 1787. C. 1800.
I choose B. 1787.
That's correct. The Constitution was written in 1787 during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. This was a crucial moment in American history because the Constitution replaced the Articles of Confederation, which were not strong enough to hold the new nation together. The Constitution created a stronger federal government with 3 branches, legislative, executive, and judicial, to balance power and protect citizens' rights. Question 62. What is the capital of the United States? A. New York City. B. Los Angeles. C. Washington, D.C.
I choose C. Washington, D.C.
Exactly. Washington, D.C. was chosen as the nation's capital to be separate from any state, providing a neutral location for the federal government. It is home to important government buildings like the White House, the Capitol, and the Supreme Court, where key decisions affecting the whole country are made. Question 63. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? A. Paying taxes. B. Voting in a federal election. C. Serving on a jury.
I choose B. Voting in a federal election.
That's right. Voting in federal elections is a privilege and responsibility exclusive to U.S. citizens. This means only citizens can vote for the president, senators, and representatives. Voting is how citizens participate in democracy and choose leaders who make laws and policies. Question 64. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? A. The Civil Rights Movement. B. The Women's Suffrage Movement. C. The Labor Movement.
I choose A. The Civil Rights Movement.
Correct. The Civil Rights Movement, led by leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., aimed to end segregation and discrimination based on race, particularly against African Americans. This movement brought about important laws like the Civil Rights Act, which outlawed discrimination and helped promote equal rights. Question 65. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. A. Thomas Jefferson. B. John Jay. C. Benjamin Franklin.
I choose B. John Jay.
That's right. John Jay, along with Alexander Hamilton and James Madison, wrote the Federalist Papers to explain the benefits of the Constitution and convince people to support its ratification. These essays were important in shaping public opinion and ensuring the Constitution was accepted. Question 66. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. A. The Mississippi River. B. The Colorado River. C. The Rio Grande.
I choose A. The Mississippi River.
Exactly. The Mississippi River is one of the longest rivers in the world and runs through the heart of the United States. It has been vital for transportation, commerce, and agriculture, helping shape the country's economy and settlement patterns. Question 67. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? A. Kamala Harris. B. Mike Pence. C. J.D. Vance.
I choose C. J.D. Vance.
Correct. J.D. Vance is the current vice president. The vice president supports the president and is next in line to become president if the president can no longer serve. Knowing the current officials is important as these positions can change with elections. Question 68. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? A. Communism. B. Democracy. C. Trade policies.
I choose A. Communism.
Right. During the Cold War, the U.S. was mainly concerned about stopping the spread of communism, particularly from the Soviet Union and its allies. This led to political tensions, arms races, and conflicts like the Korean and Vietnam Wars, as the U.S. sought to promote democracy and contain communism. Question 69. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? A. To serve in the military. B. To be loyal to the United States. C. To pay taxes.
I choose B. To be loyal to the United States.
Exactly. When you become a citizen, you pledge allegiance and loyalty to the United States, promising to support the Constitution and the country's laws. This is a key commitment showing dedication to being a responsible citizen. Question 70. Name your U.S. representative. A. Answers depend on where you live. B. Joe Biden. C. Abraham Lincoln.
I choose A. Answers depend on where you live.
That's right. Your U.S. representative depends on your congressional district, which varies by location. Representatives are elected to serve the people in their district in the House of Representatives. Question 71. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? A. The vice president. B. The Speaker of the House. C. The Secretary of State.
I choose A. The Vice President.
Correct. The vice president is first in the line of succession to become president if the current president dies, resigns, or is removed. This ensures continuity of government leadership. Question 72. What does the judicial branch do? A. Passes laws. B. Enforces laws. C. Reviews laws.
I choose C. Reviews laws.
Exactly. The judicial branch interprets laws and determines whether laws or actions by government officials comply with the Constitution. This system helps protect citizens' rights and ensures fairness. Question 73. Who was the first president? A. George Washington. B. Abraham Lincoln. C. Thomas Jefferson.
I choose A. George Washington.
Right. George Washington was the first president and is often called the father of our country. He led the country through its early years and set important examples for future presidents, like serving only 2 terms. Question 74. Name one U.S. territory. A. Puerto Rico. B. Canada. C. Mexico.
I choose A. Puerto Rico.
Correct. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, meaning it is controlled by the U.S., and its residents are U.S. citizens. However, they do not have the same voting rights as citizens in the states. Question 75. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? A. Voting and running for office. B. Watching TV and reading the news. C. Moving to another country and staying silent.
I choose A. Voting and running for office.
Exactly. Participating by voting and running for office are the 2 most important ways citizens can influence government policies and leadership, helping keep democracy strong. Fantastic work today, Mark. How do you feel?
I feel much more confident, Anne. Your detailed explanations really help me understand, not just memorize.
That's the best way to learn. Keep practicing, and you'll be well prepared for your citizenship test and interview.
Thanks, Anne. I'm ready to keep going.